if the federation had succeeded that time, East Africa now would be, I suspect, would be where India is today. If you see where India today, I think East Africa will be where India is today. If you look at the avoidable problems, because if the East African Federation had been formed at that time, Idi Amin would never have come to power. East Africa would not have allowed it. The massacres of Burundi would never have happened because East Africa would not allow it. If we are together, we are very strong. The problems of Congo would never have gone on the way it was, because you can see Gibenyi was also here. And East Africa would have helped in that issue of Congo. The issue of South Sudan would not have taken the time it took. The problem of Rwanda, the genocide which took place there, would never have happened. And even today, as we are managing these crises, locusts, water, virus, it will be much easier to manage them in a consolidated way. So, in my job as a champion for the East African Federation, I thought I should use this occasion to remind the Bazukuru, who are always talking about California, about Miami, that there is a Miami Beach. Have you heard of Miami Beach? Which is being flooded by water. I saw it in the paper. They always are after everybody except themselves. So, the Bazukuru, please, you have got a job to do, to work with your other East Africans, to see whether you can unite yourselves so that it is easy. Because you see, we are now stuck. What God has put together, man should not put asunder. God is the one who said East Africa is one. The bedroom is Uganda. The sitting room is Kenya. The other sitting room is Tanzania. The other big bedroom is Congo. The inner room is South Sudan. How will you get to the gate without going through? This is where the problem you are having now. How do you manage a house of 5, 6 rooms or 7 rooms, each room separately? Because they are linked. To go from here to there, you must, what do? Why don't you find a way of how you manage this house together as a unit? Because if you say, because now we have swept Corona from here now, from the bedroom, we have swept, I think we have swept somehow. But from the sitting room, from the sitting room, so what are we going to do? This is what Mariam was telling us, that please, in order for you people to be strong, you should unite. When Mariam told our people, they thought, oh, Mariam wanted to be president of East Africa. That's why he's campaigning for it. Well, Mariam is long dead. These Banyarwanda Barundi have an interest in these Bantu languages, have interest in words. Apparently, the one who died, they say, Nyakwigendera, the one who went his own ways. That's what they call the late. They called him Nyakwigendera, the one who went away. So Mwalimu told you, you didn't listen, he went his way. He's resting in peace, and people, I think, we are debating, the Pope is seeing how to make him a saint. You are now the ones fighting with the coronavirus now, in your fragmented way. We are the ones struggling with the problems. Mwalimu talked, you didn't listen to him, you thought he wanted, I don't know what, he went away. You are the ones who are inheriting these problems. Now, this lockdown apparently is making the families stay together, which are normally never together. You have not been seeing one another with your with your dear husband and dear wife and dear this, but now Baba Sivide Wamu. You are now tied together. And I'm told that actually there's some problems, some fights, some of the groups are fighting because they have been avoiding one another all this time. So, but I would really like to, one day I will get time and talk more about it. Really, you cannot have a country without families. Families are the building block of countries. And having strong families is part of building a strong country. So of course, we need a big discussion with the traditional groups and the religious leaders. But there could be some minimums which could be distilled in those discussions when we have the time. One of the crucial things about the family are the children. Whatever issues you have among the adults, they should never affect the children. If the children are sheltered, they are protected, then you will have a strong family. But I think through dialogue, we should also get a minimum about the relationship among the adults themselves. Because the frictions and so on are due to the way issues are managed. Because traditionally, there were clear do's and don'ts in the traditional families. Now, things are not so clear. They are a bit vague. Now, these truck drivers, I had a long discussion with His Excellency Kenyatta on the phone, and His Excellency Paul Kagame on the phone. I also talked with His Excellency Magufuli on the phone on a slightly different subject. But on the truck drivers, His Excellency Kenyatta and Kagame agreed that we can really have a common, our ministers of health can develop a common plan for them. They can even be tested 2 times a month. Because when the lorries are many coming to Uganda, they are like 3,000 per day. So even if you said these drivers are like 10,000 in the whole of East Africa, they can be tested 2 times a month, so that you have seen me. I am actually operating a mobile quarantine. You see, when people talk of quarantine, they only imagine stationary quarantine where you are in one place. But you have seen me during this time of the coronavirus, I have gone to Karamoja. I went to Karamoja to commission a marbles factory. I went to Nakasongora to commission a firefighting vehicle, which we have built there. The other day I was in Jinja. You see me once every 2 days or so going to Entebbe and coming back. So I move, but in a quarantined way. Why? The people, when we started the quarantine, only a number of staff were selected. There are 6 cooks in the State House. This is just an example. Only 3 will be on duty continuously, and they will not go back home to their families. The drivers, the same. The security people, the same. So although I move with these same people. Unlike in the past when they would just take turns. This one works today, goes home, another one comes to replace. So those truck drivers can have a mobile quarantine. They are moving, but in a quarantined way. And the driver isn't quarantined because he's in a vehicle. Tava motoka ye, except where he is going to rest, and then you control there also. And so it is possible to quarantine this group. They are moving, but they are moving in a controlled way, and that's what we mean by quarantining.